Today the guys are doing 24-hour row. It's to simulate the conditions that they're going to experience routine-wise on the ocean. So the 2 hours on, the 2 hours off. They started at 9 this morning. They'll finish at 9 tomorrow morning. We've had AV training, some comms training, getting used to the cameras, just good banter, laughing, walking around. It's not going to be what it's like on the water. You can't just get up and go for a quick little walk.
Start of the second session, just trying to sort the foot straps out. We like to keep the boat moving at the same time.
It's a bit breezeless in the squash court, unfortunately. I think the Atlantic will have a bit more fresh air, so it should be a lot better, I think. Get a tan as well.
After hours, when everyone leaves and it's just them four, and they get into that drone of actually watching the clock and realizing this is quite monotonous and tedious, that's what we want to achieve today.
There we go. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, mate. Go for that one. Yeah. I think the changeovers will definitely get slicker as we go along. But yeah, I think for the first couple of goes, I think we're doing pretty well there. I think with Scott giving me a hand on the water, I think we'll get it done pretty quickly.
There's a bit of banter and stuff like that, and I mean that's what I'm here for, to take the mick out of these two officers. We're great as a team, we work well together, and the banter's there, and that's what we're here for really, to get on with it.
So just gone midnight, KO and I are 1 hour into our first 3-hour night shift.
In 2 hours' time, you could look at maybe 3 to 4 nautical miles. That's if the currents are favourable, if the winds are favourable, if the tide is favourable.
Is it alright? Steady paddle?
You could go backwards for 2 hours.
Probably about 30, 40 miles from that, I think. Sorry down there.
That's what they're doing.
Oh, that's what's going for KLC already. I can feel the blister rubbing already.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Morning. I'm guessing it's probably about 6:30, and I'm rowing half an hour.
You do get downtime, but by the time you switch off in that downtime, it's time to get up again. So you don't really ever get any real sleep, or haven't so far. I'm sure hopefully the body will get used to it. Better do.
Feel alright. Feel good, apart from my blister.
Back's a bit stiff, but yeah, getting into it, I think.
The idea these guys are doing this in sync.
Yes.
Yeah, as you would in a boat.
Yeah, we'll just plateau all.
Yeah. Is it hard?
It's not too bad, sir, to be honest. It's just trying to keep it going, really.
This morning we actually had the Chief of the General Staff, General Wall, came to visit us. I think he enjoyed coming and meeting the guys, and he was really supportive of what we're doing. So we're now 20 minutes away from finishing our first 24-hour indoor row, and our only one. It's gone really well. I'm really pleased with the results. I think the guys potentially have found it slightly harder than they were expecting.
There'll be a lot of relief at how doable it is. It's possible. It's uncomfortable, but it's totally achievable. And to have had done the 24 hours and to have got that in their system and have survived it will just make them more confident for the actual race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done.
Two skips.
I think once you've crossed 3,000 miles of ocean, I think the celebrations will be slightly more than just a high five. I think so. Cheeky, but it was a good row. I think the 3 hour in the middle of the night was the cheekiest, and that last 2 was a bit, but it's good to do it. You have to get into the routine and see how it goes. Definitely time for a nap.